race winner. We've been now joined by Joey Logano, driver of the number 12 Snap-on Ford, and his race-winning crew chief, Todd Gordon. And Joey, we'll start with you. A pretty dominating performance by your team. It's your first win here at Watkins Glen, so just talk a little bit about, today's race, the restarts there at the end, and being able to come home with the trophy.
Yeah, it's pretty special. As a driver, you always want to have a road course win on your resume, and you have to have one on the Cup side, but it's nice to have one on the Xfinity side now. And we've come close to winning this race a few times, but never been able to make it happen. And had a really good Snap-on Ford. It kind of goes to show how Team Penske is and the depth they got within when they can throw together a second Xfinity car like that and make two cars as equal as those two were out there today, and the two fastest cars. Something to be very proud of. Led by Kevin Buskirk, and a lot of the guys that have been on the road before, and they come back out and they're having fun, and it was a fun weekend for us. And to go out there and put it on the pole, lead a lot of laps, and win the race is very special for sure. We've been close to winning a lot lately, and it feels really good. I know for Todd it feels really good too, because we've been close here the last few weeks in both the Cup Series and in the Xfinity Series, so it feels nice to be able to spray some champagne and have some fun at Victory Lane.
And Todd, for you, we don't always get to have you here with us in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, but today you were on deck to help call Joey's race. Just talk a little bit about the race from your viewpoint and how it may have helped you guys for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's definitely got to reiterate some of Joey's sentiments there. Kevin Buskirk and Andrew Overstreet, Corey Tucker, all the guys from the shop that put together a heck of a car and gave me the opportunity to have a little fun today. Come in and call a race and pretty straightforward race when you got that much speed. But good to get the pit crew out there. That's our Cup pit crew from tomorrow, and we had a couple of situations, and Joey did a good job recovering from it. But it's a good tune-up for tomorrow because pit stops are backwards here relative to any place else. So it's a little change for the guys, and a change for both Joey and myself, and how we race these races. So it's a great tune-up for tomorrow, and a testament to the Team Penske and what they can do, out of the shop with shop guys and the depth they've got.
We'll go ahead and take questions for Joey and or Todd. If you have one, please raise your hand and state your name and affiliation. We'll start with Kyle and then make our way over here.
Al Magda, Race Chaser Online. This one's for Joey. The last 3 years you've run this race in an additional Penske car. Were there some things you've learned over the last two races that yet you picked up on? Because every time you ran this race, you got stronger and stronger. Now the win today.
Yeah, well, obviously, as a driver, that's why I want to run the Xfinity races, is to become a better road racer. This is something we don't do very often, so it's nice to be able to, obviously get our team kind of used to the backwards pit stops, and driver getting used to how to race on road courses and how to pass and what I need to do as a driver to win this thing, hopefully tomorrow. And so I think there's a lot of good things that come out of running this Xfinity race, even more than a normal weekend.
All right, I believe we had an additional question. There you go.
Steve Evans, Race Chaser Online. This one's for Todd. Oswego Speedway celebrating their 65th anniversary tonight, track that you have some history with. Fitting weekend for you to get the victory here at the Glen.
Yeah, if I weren't racing here, I'd probably made the drive up there if the garage closed on the Cup side. But yeah, it's a special place. Obviously this is home to me. I grew up about 2.5 hours north of here, so it's the closest we get to where I grew up, and started racing in Oswego. So cool place, the Steel Palace, and great to see the recovery they've been able to make here in the last couple of years, and it seems like car count and everything's coming back there. It's kind of fun to be home, honestly.
All right. We have an additional question up front here. Go ahead.
Dave Sully, Area Auto Racing News. Joey, talking about the race, you said in Victory Lane that it was kind of fun coming up through, except for all the crashes. How close did you come to being taken out on your sojourn to the front?
Really not very close at all. The biggest thing I think is a crash in the 7 spun out, but we were fine there. But anytime you go back to the back of a field, obviously your chance of crashing goes up a lot, and when you crash, obviously you don't win. So you want to get yourself up towards the front as quick as you can, but you also want to be safe and be smart back there because you don't want to crash your stuff. And this is a very fast racetrack, so knocking fenders in and beating your car up is going to hurt you later on in the race. So you got to take care of your stuff, be patient, but you got to be aggressive because you got to get back up there. And I used up a lot of my race car getting up through the field, not body parts or anything like that, but just you're using the brakes so much and you start to lose a little bit of braking, and you're powering through the field as quick as you can and trying to get that track position back, knowing that it's a short race and all we had is one more pit stop left. And I wanted to be able to get myself that track position back before the last pit stop, so I didn't have to completely kill my tires trying to make up spots for the end of this race. So, I think kind of worked that plan out good, and it's not very often you have a car that's just that superior. And both the Team Penske cars were so fast, and it's fun to work our way back up to catch the 22 and race with them.
All right, I believe we had a question over here from Jim.
Jim Utter, Motorsports.com. Before today, getting your first win on the road course, even in recent seasons when we've come here, people have talked about you as being a threat to win. When you talked about when you first started on and you were trying to figure out how to go fast, what is it that you've kind of learned or picked up or found out is kind of the key that has made you, so competitive in these races in recent years?
It just takes a lot of laps, and I've worked with a lot of people. And I came up here with Boris Said one time, and you want to see a funny picture. Is you imagine me and Boris in a Miata running around here? We don't fit very well. It's pretty funny, but he taught me a lot that day about how to get around here, and it just takes laps. Just trying to figure out how to make more speed, where you can do it, and what you need in your car in certain areas to go fast. And that's nothing by no means I have figured out, believe me. A lot of times I'm still kind of wishy-washy on some of my my feedback, but I feel like I have a better idea to what I need. You look at some of the best road racers, and you look at, I look at his AJ as one of them, especially at this racetrack, and he can go fast in a shoebox around this place. So understanding at what they do and what they look for, and I'm playing a little bit of catch up, but I am catching up, so that's good.
All right, I believe we had an additional question over here. Yep, go ahead.
Just describe the sensation of driving a car that's infallible, that you can do anything you want with.
It's really, really nice. But obviously there's other cars out there that are really fast as well, but I felt like braking was probably our strong point to most of the cars out there today, and that's what really helped me pass cars and kind of move around and work with stuff and kind of work with your field a little bit quicker. But it's nice. We knew it was fast in practice yesterday. We had a really good car there, and we made some small adjustments for the race. Really fast in qualifying, really fast, and then throughout the race we just had to work our plan. And when the race threw us the curveball, we kept our minds in and kept their heads in it like we do every week on the Cup side, and no one got flustered or went crazy, and we just kept our heads down, kept digging, and made it back up.
All right, any final questions for Joey or Todd? All right, congratulations, guys.
All right, thank you, guys. Yeah. What's up? Oh, no.